This is a Headgum podcast.
Okay, here's something interesting. This is kind of a reverse. It's alphabetical, so I just flipped to a page.
Let's do a few.
This is kind of a reverse J.D. Vance proposition.
Okay.
Also, I think it's really funny. I don't think you can be the vice president if you have your name's a nickname.
JD.
JD.
What does that stand for?
Junior
Probably
Dan.
John David or something. James
Dork.
Dork.
James
James
Dork.
Dork. We got his punk ass.
Ha.
Yeah, I think you should be disqualified if your name is a nickname or an abbreviation. We can't be like JD Dylan number 1 and Dylan M and Dylan B.
Mm-hmm.
Like we're in elementary school. Anyway, so this has to do with that.
Okay.
In ancient Sparta, men who were unmarried at the age of 30 forfeited the right to vote. This contrasts strongly with 19th century America, where James Buchanan, despite being a bachelor, was actually elected president in 1857. I'm sure he didn't do anything bad.
So basically, if you couldn't land
While
a chick,
he was in office, Harriet Lane, his niece, served as the first lady.
oh
Whoa.
my god,
Yucky. I don't
Yeah,
think
that's
that means that
weird.
they were
Yucky.
banging, but I think she was doing that job.
I don't love that.
that's weird.
I'm scared for her, but we'll see. No other bachelor has ever become president of the United States. Okay?
Huh.
I actually don't think that's useless information at all.
No, you
That's
know,
lovely.
the thing that does make sense to me
Hmm.
is they were just trying to procreate. You know what I mean? People were dying all the time.
It's like, well, how are you not married?
Yeah,
Your voice
but-
isn't important.
but I mean, like, I think
when people
people-
have 13 kids.
Well, I think people needed a
They're
lot
like,
of kids
"Fuck
because
you."
everyone was like, "Oh, he had the cough. He died this morning."
Yeah.
You know?
yeah, dude. It's
He
so
had the
gnarly.
cough.
He had the cough.
I'm reading
You guys think he
Kindred
would-
right now. I'm absolutely ripping through it.
Oh, dude,
Octavia Butler is
Kindred
the
is
best
so
writer of all
good.
time.
Sometimes
I didn't
she's
watch
too
the
good
show.
that it almost
Sometimes
hurts me.
I'm
She's so
scared
good
of
because it's like
adaptation.
she puts her
Sorry.
characters in these situations, then like
That
they're
book is
all
good.
so like mindful. They all just have to be. I'm trying not to use the only word I could think of was mindful because of the whole like demure mindful thing that's happening right
What
now.
the
I
hell
have
is
brain
that?
rot.
TikTok brain rot.
But what is it?
There's a
Instagram.
girl on TikTok who's just started saying, "Notice how I'm dressed for work, very demure, very mindful.
Oh,
My
and
hair is not too long.
and-
I'm wearing vanilla cake scents."
so it just
And
caught on.
It just caught on because she's
Silly.
amazing.
I
Yeah.
have a question.
Yeah.
Do you guys think that you would be alive if you were born in
That
not
time?
alive now, but I'm saying how would you die, and how long would you make it if you were born in ancient Sparta?
I would have died
Sparta.
under the same exact circumstances. I would have died very young.
Same.
Because of the asthma?
No, because of being I was a C-section baby.
Oh, same.
Oh, you wouldn't have
My-
made it out.
My umbilical cord
yeah, yours
was
was
wrapped
wrapped.
around my
oh,
fucking
you wouldn't have made
head.
it out.
I was
That's
saying,
crazy.
Don't you dare
Oh.
take me out.
Yeah.
Fuck you! I'll fucking do it.
That's crazy.
That's really crazy.
Threatening to unalive myself.
do the
upon
unthinkable.
birth.
Okay.
I wasn't
Um,
really sick as a kid.
And then I had pneumonia when I was 3, and I would have died.
Oh.
For sure.
Fishy.
For sure.
What about you, Catherine?
I don't know. I probably would have died from like an infection. I hate to say it, but
How old would you be, and what were your circumstances?
I would have like fallen down a staircase and I got an infection in my leg, and then they had to take my leg off, and then
then you
that
died?
didn't go well, and then I died.
Mm.
That's what I
Catherine
would
Hope
say.
the freak.
Catherine Hope the freak, and her silly little fall that led to her folly.
Yeah, exactly. Like I would have done something stupid that just would have gotten
Catherine
worse
was
and
rushing
worse.
down the stairs.
Catherine Hope the freak went down the stairs that creak. She took a tumble. Rumble, and then she lost her feet.
Yeah, well, that was good. That was good. Good job.
Is that a limerick?
No, that's like a little gay
Gay ass
prom.
rhyme.
Do.
I mean, I think it's probably like It's
What
probably
is that?
And then she
I mean,
What is
I
that?
think it's like probably
I
a
think
classic.
it is a limerick.
What the fuck is a
I
limerick?
saw Caleb talking
What
about
is
it.
a limerick?
Okay,
Limerick
someone on a TikTok of Caleb's like had commented like, this guy looks like he broke into a bakery and ate all the pies or something fucked up like that. And Caleb responded by saying like,
Oh my God.
what kind of fucking 18th century limerick diss is this? Like, he just absolutely leveled him. But I
That's
think
so
it's a
Caleb.
limerick because it's like,
What is a limerick?
I think I'm hearing it as like, do and ate all the pies and blah, 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 blah.
A limerick is a stanza of 5 lines with the first, second, and fifth rhyming.
This is exactly.
And
You did a
then-
limerick.
Yeah.
There was an old man from Peru who dreamed he was eating a shoe. He
Oh, yeah,
awoke
yeah.
in the night with a terrible fright and found out that it was quite blah blee blow or something.
Wow.
Captain Hope the Freak.
How come though there's like my
Catherine
tea
Hope the
is
Freak.
how come there is
Why
like
did
a
we
swing?
start doing that?
How come there's a swing?
Because they were evil.
No,
and they
but,
were
like,
dancing
how
around a
come-
fire.
How come they're like doing those evil rhymes?
There is something evil
yeah,
about
they're
it.
like Catherine Hope.
It
the
sounds
Freak."
like Rumpelstiltskin
Well, it's very into the
dancing
woods.
around a fire.
Yeah, yeah.
I think
Huh,
that's why.
I have another question.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
it's Puritan times in America.
Okay. Like
Would-
colonies?
Let's say Salem Witch Trials, actually.
Okay.
Salem Witch Trials. Are you guys accused of being witches? Number 1.
Definitely.
Number 2, are you involved in the hysteria? Number 3, what happens to you in this time? Tell
In
me
the
about
hysteria.
it.
Okay. I want to hear Naomi's answer first.
Oh, definitely witch because like weird, just like
They're
weird
like-
gay. They're like definitely.
They're like,
They're like let's
Well,
drown this one just to see.
yeah. They're like, well, they're in between races and they're in between genders.
That
so,
aside, I mean, I think they probably would have not even gotten.
so they must walk between worlds.
It wouldn't have gotten. It wouldn't have even gotten to the point of them
Of
putting me
actual
on
rationale?
trial.
Yeah.
They would have bashed my head in like as
Okay.
fast as possible.
Okay.
Huh.
Who?
I,
a group of
the
men?
townsfolk.
The townsfolk.
I think a lot of women were involved.
I think
too.
there would have been
The
women who were
townsfolk
attracted
noticed
to
that I
you.
said the townsfolk.
I think there would have been women who were attracted to you. Who was the girl
There
who
are
was
women
on?
attracted to me.
Remember
in
the
every
woman?
lifetime.
Remember the woman on The
Trust and believe
Bachelor
that.
was really really hot and like the girls hated her because they
What?
were attracted to her. What was her
Oh.
name?
Maria.
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 Like the women in the town would have
Maria.
found you to be hot, and then they would have been like, "Kill them!" Like,
yeah.
I hate
it
when
would've been
women
confusing.
find you so attractive that they have
Or
to kill you.
I don't know. There are strange times where you're like, there are always moments in history where you're like, that person was a dyke, and everyone was just fine with
Well,
it.
I think
you know what I
dykes-
mean.
I think
Everyone
people
was
are
like,
like-
she's the one who looks like a shoe
Yeah,
and
I think
sits
that's-
outside.
I
or
think the thing
whatever.
that the men and
it's
women
like,
were like,
that's
the women are
fine.
just doing women folk stuff,
yeah.
eating each other out.
Yeah, they're not thinking about it like that.
Yeah,
I mean, I think we know the answer for me. I definitely would have been accused of being a
do
witch.
you think you would have gotten staked out, man?
Staked out. I think I could have gotten out of it if I tried.
I think
What would
probably.
you do?
I don't know. It depends on like how backstabbing I was willing
3,
to be.
2, 1, scene.
It's
Go.
I would have been like, the real one that you need to be worried about is Mary.
Oh, he's married.
I'll be like, I didn't want to do any of it. I only pretended because I feared for my life.
That's really that was.
I pretended as a mole to gather information.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and then I would have felt really bad about it and killed myself.
Oh,
Yeah. What about you?
how would you kill yourself then?
At that time, for some reason, I was just thinking, I don't know, like run into a spear.
No, you would have done fucking what's it called?
What were the options back then? Like you can't overdose.
Tie rocks around your waist and
Oh,
walk
yeah, I
into
would've
the
done the
ocean and be
Virginia
like,
Woolf.
nobody's gonna stop me.
Yeah. Definitely.
No,
I'm-
don't even try to
I'm-
stop me.
Yeah, I'm piecing out Awakening style.
I'm walking into the ocean. It's
Yeah.
because of you. They're walking in
Don't
slow.
try to stop
Don't
me.
even try to cut the ropes with the rocks on them.
Yeah. Don't grab the scissors that I left on the counter.
No.
Yeah.
That was really funny.
What about you?
I would probably definitely be staked out for sure.
I hate that you're saying it like that.
That would
Staked
definitely-
out.
I would definitely
Sounds
be
like
burned alive.
for what reason?
Jew.
Jew,
and
Jew.
talking to the animals.
Jew, different.
Lesbian.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can't hide. Naomi and I would have been staked out from. We would have been like children.
Were they?
Yeah.
Were they like honing in on lesbians as
No,
witches?
but I think anyone
Definitely
who's different.
Jew, though.
Yeah, Jew.
They
Jew.
were like-
I actually wouldn't have been involved in the village.
Yeah, I don't know how many Jewish people there
I would
were.
have been there.
So you would have been safe, actually.
I think I
Congrats.
would have been dead on arrival.
Okay.
Man, I don't know. I don't know if I have like real witch energy, but I do think the different thing would really make me stand
Okay, I have a
out.
question.
Yeah.
If you could time travel to any part in your life to observe it, would you, and what part of your life would you time travel to?
I would, and I would observe my childhood because I don't remember a lot of
Which
it.
part of it? Like, would you go back to look at the trauma?
I know that part.
Interesting.
To an extent. I mean, I
Mhm.
would probably go to like. I mean, the thing that's I think about is like, I guess children really don't have memories before the age of 4, probably.
Mm-hmm.
I would probably go to the round before that time because I would think
Like, what's
that
going
part,
on?
yeah, what's going on, and that part is solely for my parents' pleasure.
Yeah, that's
I'm just-
cute.
Also, that is
Yeah.
when the subliminal shit is locked into your fucking skull.
Yeah,
I feel like that is when your patterns like that
become.
but you can't remember the
Why?
reason we have to have therapy for the rest of our fucking adult
'Cause
lives
we don't remember
is that
it.
we can't really remember it because it's also we were like a liquid mush.
Totally.
But it's like that's when your attachment shit forms when you're a baby.
Baby. But you wouldn't want to go forward and know how it's going to go?
No. No way.
What about you, Naomi?
I don't know. Someone commented like on the quantum post of ours.
The quantum post.
When
Yes,
we were talking
quantum
about quantum death.
Oh, I was
Like-
like, what the fuck?
Someone was like, "Are you on Joe? Are you on r/quantum immortality?"
Yeah,
The thread on Reddit.
I'm not on the thread because
I
I'm trying
scrolled
to.
it-
I'm trying
I
to
scrolled
avoid
it
it.
a little bit.
My tea.
Scroll
And I was like,
it.
"Well, what is that?" And then I'm intrigued by the idea, and I'm.
What is it?
It's just the idea that like I'm gonna fucking butcher this, so nerds don't freak out. I don't
There's
know what I'm talking about.
there's so
But-
many layers to it.
Obviously there's like a lot of intense, quantum mechanics theory shit that leads people to this like line of thinking. It's a little bit about like everything. It's a little everything everywhere all at once. Like
Yeah, that
everything
time
is
isn't
happening
linear.
all at the same time.
Okay.
Always, every possible reality
Oh.
is happening.
It is
all
exactly
the time.
everything
That's
everywhere
a
all at
lot.
once. But that's it.
And
That is what
you're-
it is.
And that the through line essentially is that like your consciousness or consciousness in general is unstoppable. So if you die, the theory is that your consciousness or
Zips.
you as embodied consciousness become embodied in another available parallel reality in which you like it's just all that type of shit. And I'm not going to get too into it, but that the idea is that your consciousness is an unstoppable, ever-present, always thing.
Okay.
So that if you die, you don't really die. You're immortal in the quantum sense because your consciousness is.
But are you always
is
zipping
hopping
into a
around.
parallel universe that is the same age as wherever you were when you died?
That is a part that I don't exactly understand. I
Okay,
think
yeah, I don't get.
maybe
My-
I don't know.
I've
I don't
always-
remember.
I've always had the thought. So I told you about that story, the one that I listened to about a guy who he experienced. He was on like a quad,
He died.
and he got into an accident on a
Mhm,
quad,
Mm-hmm.
and he came to 10 minutes like before that,
Yeah.
and the circumstances were different than when he died. And sometimes I always think about like, have I actually
died already.
Died already, but like my consciousness is continuing in the other
Low-key,
plane. I think that
think
all
I
the
might
time.
have.
From an experience?
We'll
Go.
talk about it a little bit, but I'll talk
Yeah.
about it more off. I here's the so what kind of convinced me a little bit. This is just to say, like, would you go to your you in the future, like, to know what's gonna happen or whatever? Like, this is me jumping off of that, thinking about death in general and consciousness, and then thinking about what I was reading.
I'm just imagining that, like, when we put this episode up on YouTube, the title is going to be all caps, I think I might have died? Bunch of question marks.
That is YouTube
And all our
slang.
faces are like,
That's YouTube slang. That's really funny.
Yeah.
That is the title.
And someone going,
That
Yeah.
is
and
the
then there's like,
title.
wait, and then
everybody,
someone in the
wait.
bottom corner going,
Wait, everybody, choose a face. Choose
Yeah,
a face for the
post your
still.
thumbnail.
Choose a face for the still. Oh wait, we went to the same face. Wait.
Good job.
Or
I wonder,
definitely maybe a
I
better
wonder
face.
if I wonder if
Wait. Say, I need them to finish, and then I need
so
you.
what I was
Okay.
okay.
I'm sorry,
okay.
Katie.
So I was
need to
reading
finish
this and
the
I was
thought.
and someone was talking about, like, when you go under for surgery, like that being a thing that's kind of connected in the sense that
Well, they don't know how the fuck that really.
they don't know how it works. And here's the thing: I've had surgery.
Yes.
The way you cannot experience non-consciousness. Like, you don't experience it.
No.
You for me, when I went
That's
under,
the
By
craziest
definition, folks.
well, by
I know,
definition,
but it's like you
There-
can't really perceive that unless you're.
it's really weird.
in it.
Surgery is like a good way to grasp onto the idea a little bit, or it was for me. It was like a good inroad.
Totally.
Because
Or
when I had
blank
surgery,
it out.
Yeah, you just
there
don't know
was
what
an
happens.
infinitesimally small amount of time that went by between me going out and me waking up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you
I
don't
can't-
know.
Nothing happened. There was, and people who have comas experience this, they're like, it feels like no.
I mean, that's
time
what
has
Yeah,
passed.
yeah, yeah.
sleeping.
So you don't experience well, that's a little different because you're dreaming.
yeah,
Yeah, you're
I guess
having
it depends on
memories
if
of
you
the
have
dream.
the dream.
You may not.
See, I don't
you
dream
just don't
very much.
remember them.
Yeah,
or
yeah, yeah.
something happens. But
Yeah,
like
I don't
you,
remember.
I have a sense of time passing.
I have a sense of time passing too because I'm dreaming. Like, so there's
Sometimes.
something happening. But in the surgery, example, it's just like it literally is like
it's
like
yeah,
that. It's nothing.
Yeah.
So I don't know if I died another timeline.
But
and then I'm
wait,
here.
what do you
I
feel
don't
like you?
know.
But do you?
Oh, you feel like you died in a
did?
surgery?
No.
But you feel like you did from what?
Yeah. Why do you
uh,
say that you might have?
I don't know, guys. I mean, I also don't know if I believe in this. It might just be
Okay.
I think it's
an
really
elaborate
interesting.
thing that we've invented to be able to cope with the idea of our mortality.
I think it's just interesting when you don't
But,
think about time that way.
Time and like just weird stuff. I'm into it. I can kind of dig it.
Yeah.
And it connects to like reincarnation and
Totally.
kind of, but it's you or whatever. I still don't quite understand. People can explain this to me in the comments. That would actually be great. Is your consciousness in this quantum theory attached to you individually, or is it part of the? Is it so like
Like
would
the
you body
all-
hop to you always? Or
Yeah.
would you body hop to just whatever's available?
I feel
That's
like
where
you
I
would-
get
think
confused with like
everything
reincarnation
everywhere
science.
all at once. It's like
Or it's you in every timeline until your
okay,
soul's done.
You remember when they body
That
hopped
kind of
to like even like the rocks?
Yeah, sure.
So it's like
I
interesting,
wonder-
but the thing is like they were the rocks, but they were
Themselves
as the rocks.
Yeah,
so
it's like, is your consciousness a fixed thing, or is like, because I know
but your
there's
consciousness
another
is
part of
also
it.
shaped by your experience too.
Yeah, and it's like I feel like when people have like ego death from psychedelics or like whatever, that when you come back to your embodied self, you're like, you have the sense that like, oh, whatever that thing was that I experienced is like my true essence, like my true self.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm in this embodied experience or
Mhm.
whatever. That kind of seems like the essence of your spirituality in general. So all this to say, to answer your question, I don't know what the fuck age I would go back to. I don't know if I'd want to go to the future. I don't really know. I don't actually think
Make me think, wouldn't it be
I'm
really
good
crazy?
where I'm at.
Yeah,
know
I
what
mean,
but you know how
same.
you know how some
Same.
people think like because
I want to be present. I think that's actually how I feel.
because energy like can't be created or destroyed, like
yeah,
when we die that like all the things that we
were
like then enter other beings.
dispersed.
It would be kind of cool if you could time travel and see and like go and visit your atoms.
Well, I wonder if, but that's what you
Is
do.
that like being a ghost? I know that sounds dumb.
Well, but then the
'Cause it's
ghost, the ghost is still attached to your corporeal.
But what if
prison?
But maybe it's like the constant observer of existence. You know what I mean?
The
as
one, the
opposed to like the kind of simplified version of ghost, which is still attached to identity.
Yeah, it's still
what if
you,
you're
the
just
ghost.
what if you just become observer of existence?
That'd be pretty cool.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I guess that still like has a consciousness or whatever. But you know what I mean? Like I think ghosts always it's like, and they saw a vision of Betty in the hallway and her
And
face.
she was yelling.
Yeah,
She's like
Yeah.
mad or something that she's
Yeah.
still there or whatever. Please go, all ghosts. I free you from the earth.
I free you, ghost.
You can go.
I was
Katie,
just thinking
Do
about.
you think you died?
I don't know. Probably not. In reality,
That's
probably not. But I did have
Oh, I might have.
when I fell off of the ladder of a high dive. I fell
Oh.
backwards off a ladder.
It's really scary.
And the only thing that's weird about it is like again that sense of time thing of like.
Dilation time?
So I
Ah.
just remember like
Sorry.
I fell, and
Was it forever?
there was like a sense of like blackness, and then I opened my eyes and there was like a bunch of faces around me, and there was a British kid who was like, "You fell, that was crazy," like something
Are
like,
you right?
yeah, I was like, just like that's my
That
main
was
memory of it.
mad.
But but the other thing that was so weird about it was like I
Look up quantum in this book.
I fell
we're
onto
at
like they had installed like rubber cement around the high dive
oh my god.
because a kid had fallen and like become paralyzed like the previous summer. So maybe like there's a world where I just, even if it wasn't a quantum death, it even if it's just the story of what actually happened, it super put me into the awareness of like how tentative everything is, and like
yeah.
I really always wanted to meet that kid because like my life would be super different,
if it yeah.
you know.
I mean,
That
I think
hadn't happened to
that
him.
I think that all the fucking time. Where
Yeah.
it's just like, it's just a moment.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Death
Yeah.
is just a moment,
Yeah.
and you're just at the mercy.
That's why
of
I
the
say
moment.
I would have died in the times from just slipping and falling. Catherine Hope the Freak.
Totally. Yeah, actually, I think I think you would have fallen off
Fell
something.
and let out
actually.
a squeak.
You know what? I saw a video of people talking.
Why not a shriek? I'm
saw-
squeaking.
But I saw a video.
a
LOL.
squeak.
A squeak. She didn't let out a squeak when she fell.
She
I
hit
saw
her
a video
head
of
and then was,
doctors
she hit
though.
her head and then was
And
dead.
then was dead.
Not even a mouse made a peep.
I have to get this thought out or I'm gonna die.
Go, go, go.
I saw a video of people asking doctors what's something they wouldn't do after being in, being a surgeon or
Okay.
being in on call in the ER.
Okay.
And like a bunch of people said, never getting on a ladder.
Oh my God.
Oh, Christ in heaven.
The fact that I have like
I mean,
4 ladders around my
Anne-
house, I'm just
Anne-
hopping on and off.
Anne was climbing up something and she fell back. She lost her sense of smell.
Yeah.
And she was in the hospital for a long time.
Yeah.
It's just like,
Holy.
it's just a moment.
My mom always says that she feels just as safe on a ladder as she does on the ground.
That's so your mom, though. Your mom probably is one of the few
She's
individuals.
wild.
Harriet climbed the ladder. Never was a bitch badder.
She
painted
was
the
my
house.
mom.
She was my mom.
and
Oh,
is my mom.
I love my mom. Harriet.
Close.
Something doesn't.
Are you going to read something or you're just going to have
Quantum
the book open?
mechanics. Max
No.
Born, co-winner of the 1954 Nobel Peace Prize for Physics, or Nobel Prize, sorry, no peace.
Wait,
Was the co-winner.
Is there a
of-
difference?
I guess, I don't know. The 1954 Nobel Prize for Physics. And the man who coined the term.
together.
Oh, no. I see.
What the hell?
No, go this way. Go this way.
Okay.
What the fuck?
Beware, ballerina girls.
Basically, the guy who coined the term quantum mechanics was Olivia Newton-John's grandfather.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Isaac Newton?
No. He didn't do quantum mechanics. He barely believed in
Apples.
Apple. He didn't even know what Apple was.
This is gonna be good for
What
them
an
editing. That you're gonna be
idiot.
talking into the same mic.
Okay. Next one.
Flirting.
Flirting?
New York State introduced a bill to outlaw flirting in public in January 1902.
I know what it is.
Can you get out of my mic, actually?
I know what it is.
Oh.
Speak.
Hello.
Oh, you're hearing it in the headphones?
Hello.
Yeah, and the headphones are clipping.
Dude.
Yeah.
Fizzy drinks.
Yeah.
The English
Wow.
chemist Joseph Priestley is best
Fuck.
known as the discoverer of oxygen.
What?
Did you guys know that?
I'm like, I know oxygen. Obviously, it's right. It's all around, idiot.
But he's also he was an idiot.
Have you guys ever heard of dead air?
No, what does that mean?
So I found out a few things recently. Dead air. You can mommy look it up in the book, but it's essentially like, let's say a building is abandoned and it's closed off to like the elements. It's essentially that like the air, because of either like mold or some other toxin. I could be saying this wrong. Could be a liar. I'm a liar.
Not breathable.
You just don't notice it, but you're breathing it and then you like can die.
Damn.
Yeah.
Ain't that about a bitch?
But I mean, like, it's like, yeah, I found it, yeah. Found out some
Well-
other freaky stuff, too.
What about the disease in Canada?
Oh,
Never mind.
what is it? Tell me about it.
It's basically they're just like all these. There are all these diseases that they think are ultimately connected to
What, global warming?
to the environment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's also a lot of
A lot of
diseases. You know what's
diseases.
really crazy?
Currently existing diseases. as well.
Diseases that are actually
Anyway.
trapped in
I know, in the ice.
the ice.
Enough.
But what's the disease in Canada?
It's just it's just doing fucked up stuff, and they're like,
But
we don't
what
know
is
why
it?
these people are dying.
What does it do?
They're like people are getting losing speech, getting paralyzed, and then dying within 3 months. And just like it's crazy. But it's all these people
Oh.
who live in this specific area.
Oh, it could be like
Doo-doo-doo. It's like
nuclear or
some fucked up shit.
Can I say something about?
We can move on completely.
Well, no, I'm just thinking.
What are you gonna say?
Well, yesterday it's been very hot in LA, and there was a time in my life when I cared so much about climate change that I was like very committed to not using AC.
Mm-hmm.
And
Can't do that anymore.
now-
Sorry, folks.
I've become a little baby, and
Yeah, I
I
am too.
really can't stand it.
I am too.
And
It's
I'm
'cause
using
it's
AC in
horrible.
my car.
Of course. Are you
It's
kidding?
cranked in my
horrible.
home.
Totally. There was a
Everywhere
piece
I'm
in the New
at
York Times about this morning.
about our tolerance.
Our dependence on AC and how AC is like masking the heating of, you know,
the globe,
world.
absolutely.
But my tea is like the one was like we need to all learn how to be a little bit more uncomfortable.
I'm-
and I do
bitch, I'm
agree.
uncom-
This
we're
is my
told
shit.
that's what I
But
wonder.
it's individual fucking bullshit.
No, okay,
Tell
that's-
the fucking billionaire corporations to stop. You know, like,
yeah,
fuck
no, this was
y'all.
the other thing was like, okay,
Stop putting oil in your asses.
if we just stopped doing like AI, could we use unlimited
yeah,
AC?
bitch.
Because if I'm
Unplug
choosing
the big AI
between
computers.
AI and AC, honey,
But this is my tea. They
Also,
just
the
put it
AI
on
is
the
that-
but is
individual.
that
so
real?
far, no-
like, I
no
don't
offense.
understand. Like, is
Yes.
it real
Well, that was the issue with
because AI is taking up a lot of energy, right?
Supercomputers are like
But what was the thing with
doing,
like the thing that people were buying,
fuck ton of power.
like
the
buying
fl-
online?
What's up?
Oh, crypto.
No,
NFTs.
NFTs.
Oh,
And like people not
yeah.
knowing like the environmental
Yeah, that how much it
impact.
takes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's a similar
Yeah, it's
similar
the same
thing.
issue.
I just want to know.
Unplug all the computers. I don't care.
Yeah, because I
don't care.
I mean, if it comes down to like we do that and then we still have to like turn our AC, like learn how to live a life so that you're maximizing like energy saving, I can get back into it. I can. But
You know, a lot
I
of
just
other
want to know, do we really need to, or can we just stop fucking around in other areas?
You
Here's my
can't.
question.
People are too fucking selfish and
I don't-
corporations are too fucking greedy.
I don't mind being a little bit uncomfortable. Okay. I had a car without AC for years.
Yeah.
If it's 96 degrees outside, you have lost your fucking mind thinking that I'm not turning the AC on in my car. Because
I know,
I'll
but
die
you know
in there.
what's hell is that there's so many people in the city that don't have housing or access to
Totally.
AC. It's like just so crazy that there are people who constantly don't have access to it. It's like, how are
insane.
y'all? Like,
No, people are dying. That's
Yeah.
what's actually happening.
It's
really,
horrible.
really, 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 really crazy.
I just am sick of. I mean, like the thing is, it's just like so many of these conversations, though. It's just like we're talking about it, but I just, as an individual, it's like, what are you supposed to do when the world is never going to change because everybody's too goddamn selfish?
I don't know if that's true.
I'm not saying like you, I'm saying that because so many people are invested in like
Comfort
corporate-
and
and also
maximizing profit.
and money.
Yeah.
I was watching 6 Feet Under and
What part are you at in the show?
Lisa's missing.
I was waiting for you.
Dun dun dun.
Lisa's missing, guys.
I was waiting for you.
Wow. What do you think?
Which is kind of a relief because she's a good actress, but God, she's annoying the fuck out of me. I'm sorry, folks.
Yeah.
Shut the hell up, Lisa. I'm trying to root for you, girl, and also
I
stand
thought you
up.
said roofie.
Stand
Stand
up.
up. Yeah.
Stand up.
She doesn't love Nate though. You know what I mean?
But she's like, you always would come and sleep with me after you were with these girls, and she didn't show up, and then you would come and be with me.
Yeah.
And it's like, stand up.
No, she
You know,
can't. But
stand up.
my tea
She's
is she
missing
wanted
butt.
to change him
I know.
the entire time.
And it's also
And she
like,
says that she loves him so much, but it's like, you wanted to change.
she's still
everything
missing,
about
so
him.
no spoilers, but I think I know what's going to happen.
What do you think's
Okay.
gonna happen?
Reviews were in. Lisa is not testing well with audiences. We need to figure out a way to get her off the show. Like,
Do you think that actually
that's
was what it
that's
was?
what
That's
happened.
interesting.
I feel like that's what happened. By the way, I think she's a brilliant actress, and I'm back on Team Brenda, folks. I'm back.
Yeah,
Oh,
Brenda's
love her.
really interesting.
Brenda, Jenny.
Billy kissed Brenda.
We
and
don't
she was
deserve
like,
them.
"What the fuck?"
Wow, he's the best. I mean, as an
Billy
as
is her brother, right?
yes.
I wanted him off the show.
I thought you would probably wanted to fuck him.
I kind of want
Ew.
to. I kind of want to cut this out.
You serious?
Yeah. Darkness, pure darkness.
I thought you would like that.
He healed a little bit, didn't he? But
I guess my tastes have changed a little bit, honey.
that's good.
That's,
wow,
I
growth.
like that for you. David's the best.
Lying.
I love
I'm
David.
David's.
lying.
I love David.
really who I love. I love Claire and Ruth and their sweet little mother-daughter
Claire's
relationship
the
is really
best.
so sweet. Like, so it's
I'm
so
like
cute.
shocked
It makes me
at
want
how
to
I
much
can't
you
wait.
love Ruth.
Ruth
No,
is the
I can't wait
best.
for you to see.
I guess I just didn't
Well,
appreciate her the
you're-
first time around.
Also, to be honest, you're watching it right now.
Ruth
Ruth
is the
is still
best.
pretty. What's going on with Ruth?
She wants to marry that random guy.
Yeah, talk to me in like a few episodes.
the guy with an
The
accent?
older guy.
No,
the older.
accent. Not the Russian.
No.
Okay.
She's like, she was kind of rejected by Arthur because he's a virgin.
Yeah, Arthur can't get fucking, and she wants to be pounded.
And then they're both like crying in the house.
Yeah.
It was really sad. Honestly,
Arthur
it
is
was
sweet. He's just not
cute.
capable.
It was
But
cute.
my tea is.
It
I'll
gets
wait.
worse,
Well,
yeah,
no,
sure.
I think the whole part of the. I'm gonna say something, and I hope it's not revealing of anything. But I think the first few seasons, Ruth is a character that's like really trying to grow and change her
is.
patterns, and and I'll wait for you to watch the rest.
Yeah. Well, she also is just like one of her main patterns is like she was with the dad
Yeah, forever.
for forever.
Yeah.
Her first everything, didn't have experiences.
Yeah.
And now she's like trying to have experiences.
But she's
shit.
still like totally dependent on men.
And she said that. She said that to Claire. She was like,
Yeah.
I'm sorry if I set a bad example. I love talking about
I
this
know.
show that came out 20 years ago. But
That's
she was
sweet
like,
that she did.
she was like, I'm sorry
Yeah,
if I
she's
set a bad
self-aware.
example for you jumping from man to man ever since your dad died. Like, yeah, she just kind of, she's like, it's like interesting. or
She's
whatever.
super self-aware.
Yeah, a mom apology.
She's just so
Way to go,
And then
girl.
they fall asleep in bed together. It's
Yeah.
just so
That's very
they're so
cute.
cute. And then
Claire's just an angel
I
baby
love
face.
I love Claire.
Claire's also I love fake art school. It's
Yeah.
so funny to me. The guy's like, this is shit. Everything
yeah.
is shit.
Oh,
Yeah,
what's
yeah.
his name?
He is driving me to drink.
Yeah.
he also just revealed, her boyfriend just revealed, spoiler alert for a show that came out 20 years ago, that he's like, what? We had sex the day that you left.
Yeah.
And I was like, are you guys fucking kidding me? Like, this is insane. But yeah.
What do you mean that she had sex?
No, he fucked the teacher.
The boyfriend, the boyfriend who's like,
and everybody
my
thinks
hair
Russell, everyone
sucks.
thinks Russell's gay.
Yeah,
but
they
then
think
he
he's gay
did
and
fuck
he's-
the teacher.
yeah.
Oh.
And Billy was like, we were fucking at the time.
Yeah,
Yeah, I love that Billy was doing that.
So
though.
weird.
What's so sexy about you guys? Tell me. It seems like you're glowing, but in a sort of interesting
From the
green
inside.
color.
Wow, I didn't notice that I was green, but I kind of see what you're saying.
But it's beautiful.
That I'm glowing green from the inside. You're
Yes.
wondering what I could be doing.
Yeah.
Maybe it's an
tell me.
auric thing. Like
Yeah, I think what's happening is that you're
chakra
developing
colors or
psychic
something?
abilities to
Yes.
read my aura, and you're seeing the aura of growth, health, newness, eternal youth that has been given to me from my daily dose of AG1.
That's it.
AG1 contains prebiotics, probiotics, and gut-supporting ingredients to support your digestion, reduce bloating, and keep you regular. I'm liking this new angle they're taking. It's about tummy health, I've been noticing.
Hell yeah.
In a research study, 80% of participants noticed less gas and bloating.
Don't talk about that part.
After 30 days
I don't want people thinking about that.
of drinking AG1. That Katie's never experienced that, but maybe you guys could.
Yeah.
Also, they've, digestion improvements after 90 days of drinking AG1 has been also noticed by 90% of participants in studies. And there's a lot of research to back the science of this AG1.
The amazing thing about
box.
AG1 is that it's made with bioavailable ingredients that are actually working with your body. So
Yummy.
as soon as you're ingesting it down your gullet, then it's go, go, go time. It's going into the system and it's creating that aura that
It's
my
the
friends are noticing on me.
It's the triple G. Gulp, gulp, go.
AG1.
Go, question mark?
Go, go, AG1.
So start with AG1 and notice the difference for yourself. It's a great first step to investing in your health. That kind of rhymes and it sounds pretty cool. And that's why they've been a proud partner of ours for so long.
Yes.
Try AG1 and get a free bottle of vitamin D3K2. Okay, it slips a little bit up there. And 5 free AG1 travel packs with your first purchase at drinkag1.com/gayotic. That is a $48 value for free if you go to drinkag1.com/gayotic. Check it out.
Check it out.
Check it out.
Well, you don't remember.
She's like
you don't
real
remember
Austrian Muriel's wedding.
No.
Oh my God.
You
would
need to watch
love
Muriel's- have you
wedding.
seen
No,
it?
I've seen it, but I don't
I
remember
watched it
her
on
in
a flight again
She's the best
recently, and I
friend.
was like, you should watch it on your next Delta flight.
Okay.
She's the best friend who's like in the wheelchair.
Wow. Oh, yeah.
The one who
That's
gets
her.
cancer, yeah.
Iconic,
I
iconic.
but yeah, anyway, but in 6 Feet Under, there was they addressed Claire walked into the kitchen and someone said something like super optimistic, and she's like, and what's next? All the companies are going to suddenly start caring about climate change and and global warming and stop polluting the earth. And I was like, damn, ain't a damn thing
Ain't a damn
changed,
thing
y'all.
changed.
Nothing's
But
different.
Yeah. But
anyway.
if you're a youngster and you haven't watched 6 Feet Under,
It's really
it's important.
Good,
It's
guys.
very good. It's just
culturally.
intense.
Here's what I'll say: the first season,
Well,
just
Okay.
get through it. It's
Oh.
like some Game of Thrones shit. Like you just had some things are dated and corny, and but literally I wasn't sold. And then but you push through. There's an episode with Tibetan monks and chanting that really makes you think, okay, now I'm in the show. I get it.
wow.
Yeah.
It's so awesome.
I kind of
great
liked
to
it
have
from
an
the jump,
experience
but,
like
It's
that.
but I think it maybe
I'm having an existential crisis. Like, every
I
day.
I just thought it was-
Nate.
I like
I
Nate
really,
too.
I used to. The thing that
was
was
cool to
interesting
me.
is
I
I
like-
loved Nate
he's
the first
groovy.
time I watched it, but then
Second time.
watching it again, I mean, I think it's like the same
You
thing
love a
with.
different person every time.
It's not even that. I think it's kind of like the same thing with like honestly watching Sex in the City again, where I've been kind of like and we
Oh, you
ranked
think
this.
Carrie's toxic.
I think Carrie's like a totally toxic, selfish person. And like I kind of, it's not like I think that extremely about Nate, but I think it is kind of. I mean, I just kind of think
He
it's
is
like,
a little fucked.
but I think that's why he's like kind of the main character, and I think it's the same thing with Carrie, where it's like I think that they're like selfish in a way that makes the world maybe like revolve around them, and as a viewer we get drawn in that way. But
Mm-hmm.
watching it now, I'm kind of like, fuck y'all a little bit. And Nate also is just like, I think just like seeing David's side more, that David stayed, even though I think it's David's own decision.
That he stayed and did the family
resent,
thing.
He can resent Nate, all he wants.
Well, because
but
Nate got to go like be himself.
yeah, and I think like there's just like a sense of like selfishness and self-righteousness to Nate like watching it again. But I think that's like also just aging, like me aging and watching these characters,
Yeah,
from a different point.
David and Keith, I'm like, Keith is mean to
I know
David.
Keith is super abusive.
I was like, oh my God.
I didn't realize.
In the first season, I was like, David needs to come out and be nice to Keith.
Yeah, definitely.
And
definitely.
then now I'm like,
Keith
Keith
kind of got a
We're
really
little too far in the
negative
weeds now.
rap.
Sorry.
I don't remember
It's
this
fine.
to this
You gotta,
level.
it's honestly
It's
really,
such a good
it's
Maybe I'll
show.
rewatch. What are you watching right now?
We're about to finish Sex and the City.
Oh wow.
We've taken.
Wow.
I know. It's taken us a long time.
Yeah.
I'm ready
You're
for
really
it to
doing
be over.
Yeah, yeah.
Who's
Okay,
your
cool.
favorite character in Sex and the City now?
I kind of fucking hate all of them.
Nice.
Okay.
And I've hated them the whole
Who's your
time.
favorite guy?
The thing that's funny, it's like, and Cassidy said this. Cassidy's like, "You're Aiden," and I was like, "That kind of sucks," but I know that I am.
Oh, interesting.
To be honest.
Yeah, based on the episode we just recorded.
Yeah.
That's
definitely. That's true. I hate all the women. Samantha's
Okay, well, we're
the
not
most
ranking
interesting.
Sex and the City things
We
again
talk about Sex and the
because
City
See,
every
every
episode.
episode.
it's like,
Because I've
I
been
don't care
rewatching
about
it.
this show. Why do we keep...
I don't either.
Okay.
I actually don't either. I've just been rewatching it.
Well,
what are we
guess
gonna
what?
rank?
Well, I'm gonna give you two little small things before we leave it. Leave it to Beaver.
Okay.
Halitosis. This relates to something we were just speaking about.
To.
Mr. White's halitosis detector was patented in 1925. It consisted of a small device that trapped the human breath while exhaling. And then
Katie and I both pull out our
And then
phones.
you put tubes up your nose and spray it back in your nose, your own mouth smell. And so there's that.
I'm gonna barf.
And
I'm gonna barf, Naomi.
I am. It's not convincing.
Her mouth is beautiful.
All right, let's rank styles of dancing. So tap dancing,
Fuck.
jazz,
easy.
freestyle, hip hop.
Wait. Are we gonna say the same one? 3, 2, 1.
Wait, first? Not first?
No, first. 3,
Tap's
2.
not first for me.
What the fuck? What, hip hop?
Well,
I
I'm
need
gonna
to
see
pick
how
one.
she runs.
Okay, so tap, jazz,
I'm thinking
freestyle,
about
hip hop,
lyrical modern.
lyrical
Is that,
modern.
is that too connected to jazz?
Wait, are you talking about this? Is okay. Wait, I need a clarification.
I was gonna do ballet for.
Am I
Alright.
doing it, or am I appreciating?
You're doing it.
I want to. I
Fuck,
want to
really?
be tapping out there. That sounds like
Tap,
so much fun.
Jazz,
Lyrical?
hip hop.
Okay, hip
You
hop.
really want to do lyrical?
No, it's okay.
We can put that. We can do 5.
No, tap, jazz, hip hop.
No. Tap, jazz, hip hop, lyrical, ballet.
Jazz
There's
and
5.
lyrical are connected, and I understand that.
I don't even know what
so
jazz
we can take
is. Tap. This is totally different. I told you guys when I was a kid.
Tap, tappy tap, 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 and a tap, tap, tap.
When I
Yeah.
was a kid,
Get
I
on the
took
table right now and
when
do
I
a
was a
little
kid,
dance.
I took a ballet class. I only went once. My dad took me. I barked at a girl, and then he said, "You don't have to go back here."
That's awesome. Why did you bark at
I don't
her?
know. I don't remember.
She
it.
tried to touch you.
I don't know. I think it was in a room full of tutus. But now I
some
would
of my
love to
favorite
do it.
pictures of me are like my mom let me go to my older sister's ballet class, lyrical ballet class, and this was the time I've told you guys I didn't really grow hair until I was about 2.
Cute.
And so it was like my sister.
You were in your butch
It
era.
was 3 and like all these girls and then like me in a like wraparound skirt and leotard but
No
like
hair.
no
Balls.
hair.
Bald king.
And like there's a picture of like everyone lined up doing ballet and then I'm just like somehow in a box. I found a box that I just decided to get into.
So she was a
Or
dyke.
you were put in a box.
or they were putting me in a box.
Were
Anyway,
you in the box, or were you put in the
or
box?
were you put in the box?
Okay, I'm ready.
Tap.
Tap because I really loved tap shoes when I was a kid. I thought they were sick as fuck. Ballet now. I didn't want
Did
to
you
be a
ever have to wear
ballerina then.
character shoes in your shows?
Not really. I don't remember.
Oh my god, going to
Forgot about that.
Capizio's and getting character
Character
shoes.
shoes.
Fuck,
Remember
the
those?
musical
I
theater
remember
and
a
theater
little.
jumped out. Sorry.
I think they would just give us shoes. Like they had a whole costume department, kind of.
Sounds nice.
It really wasn't. It was like stinky stuff. Anyways. Ballet now.
Tap ballet.
I would really love to feel free like a ballerina.
That's cute.
Yeah, I'm ready to be spun. What are some other jazz? What?
Jazz, lyrical, hip hop.
Hip hop.
Started out in the park.
Yeah. Lyrical
Hopefully, people know what I'm
jazz.
referencing.
Okay. See, this is interesting because I thought you actually wanted to take like hip hop classes,
I think
this year.
we should. I
but would
much-
you rather take tap?
I would actually
Because
much
no
rather.
one's doing that right now.
We're not gonna be a band that taps.
Nobody's tapping.
People are tapping. We just don't hear about
Just
them.
imagining like Muna first music video back.
We're tapping and people are
it
impressed for
opens and it's like
0.1 second.
Josette in a spotlight.
tapping.
I would definitely do that for a bit. That's so funny.
Oh man.
To be good at tapping for a bit.
No, I would even be horrible and just do the dance. I feel like I could convince the
It's
audience.
like there's only so long that I can listen to tapping before it starts to get lost on me.
I
what's
just really
happening.
like
you know
the
what
shoes.
I mean?
I like the shoes.
I saw some tap dancing recently and it's really hard for it
Shout
to
out
grab
to all my
soul.
tappers, but yeah,
Yeah,
it just,
shout out.
But it's like for the first little moment that's happening, I'm like, that's adorable, and I'm impressed.
Yeah.
And then it goes on for 3 minutes, and I'm like,
Also, they're exhibiting a lot of effort,
Like, okay.
and the sound is like,
Hey, fuck you guys.
sorry.
The
Oh, we
shoes
should
are
have put
cool.
Irish in this.
Oh, jig.
Jig.
Sick.
Jig
Okay,
and
you
a
wanna
tap.
go?
This is the thing. Fuck you guys. Jig and a tap are similar.
Yeah, you're right.
So
Anyway,
I think this has to be what I want to do.
yeah, you are a beautiful dancer.
Thank you.
lyrical number one, it seems like.
Lyrical modern, something always brings me back to you. You know, just me doing
Wait, what's
choreography
the,
to Gravity
wait,
by
shout
Sarah
out
Bareilles.
to Phineas. Aerial Silk video.
It's not it. What is? I don't know what he's doing, but it's so awesome.
Naomi showed me a video of Phineas in a.
It was
think
fed
it's
to me
aerial
after we
silks.
had him on the podcast, literally immediately, which is how I know my phone's
He's
listening to
doing
me.
like an interpretive aerial silk dance.
No, he's
to-
doing like the bar.
I don't know.
It's just
we'll have to
one
ask him.
bar, and then he's doing some. He seems like a good little dancer. That's all I'll say.
Mm-hmm.
And it's to Gravity by John Mayer. It rules. But what I would do dance to.
But you were singing Gravity by Sarah Bareilles,
Something always
which would be my choice.
brings me back to you. People would be crying at how beautiful my dance would be. That feels like a partner dance.
I would love to take like tango.
Ooh, I would love to do like salsa.
Should I write
Yeah,
a
I would
song?
too.
Should I write a song for Moon of 4 that you and Josette can do a lyrical dance to?
I would
Maybe.
absolutely love if we did a super romantic
dance?
lyrical dance
We do it,
together.
like, for
and-
real?
And there's like there's cameras following. I'm in your arms. I'm like
Spinning?
leaning back.
Yeah.
Crane.
We learn how to figure skate. I love figure skating. I
Figure
love
skating
it.
is dancing.
Yeah, but
That's
it's the most
awesome.
beautiful dance ever.
And people are like,
The
it's
dance
a,
of
it's
the
a sport,
ice.
and I'm like, I believe you, but it's a gay sport.
Yeah, it's the
It's an
gayest
art.
one. I love it.
Okay, so lyrical.
Yeah, lyrical. I don't know what jazz is. I really don't know what jazz dance is. I feel like, yeah, it's like
Pop,
Foxying and
six,
shit.
Lip
Cicero.
shits.
I don't know
Jazz
how.
hands.
I don't know how I feel
ready?
about jazz.
5. I gotta say, let's erase
Like
that from the dictionary.
That.
This seemed modern. That seemed modern to me.
The guy
Does it?
seems almost
You know
like
what it also
flamenco.
seems?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
flamenco.
Hey.
Flamenco number one. Fuck
Yeah,
that shit
definitely.
rules.
That's definitely
Sorry, without
sexy.
me moving my mic. Flamenco number one. That shit rules.
Clean audio.
I think I don't. Yeah. Okay. So here's the thing, Camille. You know, like who's technically my aunt, but she's more like a cousin. We're very close in
I've never
age.
seen her dance. I would love to.
she's amazing.
She's exceptional. She
Ballerina.
was a professional ballerina for a long time, basically, you know, for like over 10 years professionally working. And then before then was like in intense training our entire childhood.
Mm-hmm.
And
Ouch.
I don't envy that lifestyle at
No.
all. So
think
dancing
that
to me
would-
just seems like
It's like
being
the
in
cheerleaders.
pain,
It's like the
hurt-
cheerleaders.
breaking shit, fucking your shit up,
Yeah,
Not
yeah.
being able to
having,
eat.
having to do some of the worst stuff ever. Like, I mean, it just with your
So is
body.
ballet last?
I love ballet, but I don't want to do it at all.
Yeah. Okay, so lyrical first, ballet last. You have jazz. You have hip hop.
Hip hop is number 2
And
for
tap.
sure. Are you kidding? It's so
I
cool.
would love to be able to pop
I love
it.
watching crazy Instagram reels where people are
Same.
doing choreography to like,
Definitely.
oh, I've been a nasty girl, nasty.
Yeah.
And then they're like going hard. I
That one
love
guy
that
you
shit.
showed who did that dance, the nerdy guy,
Yeah, I love him.
I showed it. Oh yeah.
The dork.
Amazing.
I love.
Yeah, I mean he was like responsible for that trend.
yeah, and his hips don't lie.
I know.
That's why.
Okay, so lyrical hip hop. What's next?
Oh, God.
Jazz.
Jazz, ballet.
What?
What about tap?
Tap's above ballet.
Okay.
So
But I
jazz,
love
tap,
watching ballet. I think I love watching ballet. I think
mean,
it's
it's
chic to go
beautiful.
to the ballet. It's like really fun.
Yeah.
And
Totally chic.
and it's so impressive to watch.
Oh,
like,
it's insane.
it's just wild. But I know they're all in hell. Like
Yeah.
they're in hell every moment.
Mm-hmm.
And then in between moments probably of freedom when they're killing it. But it seems really intense.
Yeah.
Broken toes.
Really tough.
Speaking of
Dancing
ballet,
on your broken toes.
I know my little
Yeah.
Okay,
go
what's
ahead.
Feetsies that were
name
tied
it,
together.
woman.
Hip hop number 1.
Started out in the park.
I just think it is the most fun and
It's so cool.
Why did you put it lyrical first for me? Mine first was hip hop.
oh, okay, cool. Lyrical is second for me.
Nice, same.
I just want to express myself and my feelings.
LOL.
Something always brings me back to you.
There's something so gay about that.
I know. It's so awesome.
Sometimes I'm surprised she's not gay.
You never takes too
hip hop?
long.
Lyrical, jazz. Are we gonna be the same?
I don't know.
Jazz,
I lost myself.
then tap, then ballet.
Yeah.
Why are you
Ballet is
ballet?
last
Explain.
because I have bad knees and bad hips.
Oof, you'd be
Why
fine.
you
And
guys think
it
about this
makes
so
me feel
practically?
It makes me feel not
I have
good
to do
enough.
it.
Because I have done it. I used to be at the bar and I would just feel like a bad girl.
Also,
I
ballet
was
is just like rules.
I don't
rules,
have
rules.
I'm not like
Huh.
graceful.
Maybe
and
I
beautiful
wouldn't
and
want to do
flexible.
that like that.
You're not pointing your toe the right way. Your turnout is bad.
I
when
don't
you
have
did that
good
jump,
control
it's like
of my hip
super
flexors.
precise, specific shit.
I don't really
like,
want to do any of the ones that we talked about.
kids. It all does seem hard.
Can you get up just to end the episode
No,
and
I'm not
do a
doing
little
this.
arabesque?
You do it. You do it.
Just do. I can't because I'm in a skirt.
I can't because I'm a tussy.
Okay, can you get up and just do very and like a little arabesque just for to pose?
I
at the
don't
end?
want to do that. But I'll do
Gravity.
this.
Okay.
Here's what I'll do.
Something
always brings me back to you.
Go.
Oh, you have a turnout. You have a good turnout. Gorgeous.
What do you do?
First
Was it
position.
plie?
There we go. Second position.
I don't know any of these.
Third position.
Wait. Let's start from the beginning. I don't know it.
I don't know exactly. That's first.
Look how wide I am.
Wait.
I'm bowed this way though. Look. look.
Joe, we can't see your feet with the table.
Get on the table. First position. Wow. No. But look at your legs. Your knees need to be at the same angle as your feet.
I'm fine. This is like, I don't know. I thought I was being cool by being able to.
It's bad. It's bad technique. You're gonna hurt your knees.
He breaks it over my knees.
Bye.
Thank you for watching another episode of Gayotic.
Stop watching.
And Gayotic it was.
That was a Headgum podcast.